I'm extremely enthusiastic about the next 6 to 8 months. I'm cognizant of the stock market rules. And so I think the best way to describe this is to look back at the traction over the last 6 to 8 months. We've seen the raft of agreements that John and the team have put in place with the right partners, and there will be more to come.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Gelion Non-Executive Chairman, Dr. Steve Mann, and the company's new Chief Executive, Matt Wood. Steve, Matt, very good to speak with you. I'll start with you, Steve. What does this agreement in the US mean for Gelion? Why is the US Department of Energy's NLR interested in your technology?
Well, there's two key agreements that we're announcing today. So the first is, as you've said, this marks our entry into the US market. When you look globally, governments are all looking for advanced battery solutions which are not dependent on Chinese supply chains. The US is the biggest global market. US government has stated objectives around being independent of Chinese supply chains. So this is our our first step really into the US market. We're launching with one of the US government national labs for both commercial and defense applications.
So, Steve, you've also announced today the appointment of Matt as the new Chief Executive. Could you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, delighted to welcome Matt to the team. My job as chairman is really two parts. Set the strategy for the company, and we clearly have that around sulfur-based chemistry, but also to make sure we have the right leadership team in place. Been delighted that with the previous CEO where we built this platform, but now the company's moving into a phase where we're starting to scale up to build commercial partnerships and deliver materials into the field. After a global search where we saw hundreds of CVs and interviewed 10 plus candidates, we're really delighted that Matt was able to come and join the team for this next phase of growth because he has all the skills that we need to deliver on our business plan.
Well, Matt, over to you. Congratulations on that appointment. What attracts you to Gelion?
I mean, I'm hugely grateful to Steve and the board for this opportunity, and I am so excited to be joining Gelion. And I could talk about that at length, but really it boils down to three core things. Firstly, it's proven technology, and it's not just we've proven it ourselves. It's been proven and validated by our partners, the people that want to use this material, and that actually differentiates Gelion from some other battery materials companies who've got great products, who are very passionate about them, but haven't necessarily had that market validation. And so the first thing is it's proven, and that was a big attraction to me. Secondly, it's eminently scalable. I've spent the last more than 15 years in the performance materials space, working with different materials, and there isn't, if we're going to take this as we will to the next scale, this uses processes that are out in the world today. There's no invention of a new process required. So the product is very technically complex, very special, but we can use existing processes to take this to the next scale. And that's really, really important, because it makes scalability, eminently doable. And then the third thing is really the partnerships that John and the team have already put in place. And so, for example, with TDK in Asia, the largest, both TDK and through their subsidiary ATL, the largest manufacturer of batteries for commercial devices, including commercial drones in the world, with QinetiQ in the UK for military applications, with Nissan you will have seen announced recently on electric vehicles, and now this CRADA agreement with the National Lab of the Rockies into the US. And so I'm extremely grateful to John. If I look at the Gelion that I'm stepping into and joining, there's clarity on our mission as a sulfur battery materials company. There's a great IP foundation. We've got great partnerships in different regions of the world, in different applications, and now the CRADA provides us that entry point into the US and a very clear path to scale. And all of that is extremely exciting.
With drones continually in the news, is this now a focus area for Gelion?
Yes. In short, it is. I would say it remains. It has been a focus for Gelion already, both in the defense, drones for defense through Kinetic in the UK, and also commercial drones, which is a really big market through our partnership with TDK. Those are both rapidly expanding markets where adoption can be very fast. And it's a market that's getting a lot of attention, a lot of funding in different parts of the world today. And what I would say is it's not new for us. We have products that are technically a great fit. Sulfur cathode for commercial drones, sulfur cathode for lithium metal batteries for defense drones. And sulfur is abundant, and so it means that those companies can, and those regions of the world can de-link from the current supply chains. And so sulfur ticks all of the boxes, and so we're offering this industry, the defense industry, an amazing opportunity to build a new supply chain, a domestic supply chain in these places. And these places that with these regions, these jurisdictions where we're operating, the UK, Australia, the US have a defense collaboration as well. And so we're now active in each of these places.
So Matt, what can we expect over the next 6 to 8 months then?
Well, I'm extremely enthusiastic about the next 6 to 8 months. I'm cognizant of the stock market rules. And so I think the best way to describe this is to look back at the traction over the last 6 to 8 months. We've seen the raft of agreements that John and the team have put in place with the right partners, and there will be more to come.
Well, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated with your progress. Thank you very much for your time today, and congratulations again on that new role.
Thank you.